Guys, welcome to another tutorial in Pixelab. Today we're gonna be teaching you how to use the home page in Pixelab. So um, let's go to the app. So this is the Pixelab app. There are different versions of it. What I mean is that some like come blue and maybe some in other colors, but mine is a little bit purplish and dark blue. So I'll click on it to open it, and yes, this is what I was designing on. So but for now I'll just clear this out. And I'll start with a new page. So I'm going to be explaining everything in this home page. This is the home page in Pixelab, and I'll be explaining everything in this page. So let's start with the plus icon we have at the top. So that plus icon, once you click on it, it's going to show you different options. So now we have the text. This is a shorter way of adding in text into your design. So now, but before then, let me explain. This is where you'll be designing everything you're going to be designing. This white box over here, or anything that is within this box, is where you're going to be designing anything that you'll be designing. Not outside the box, just within this box. No matter the kind of design, whatever is within this place is what you'll be designing. So let's go back to what we were saying. So this is the text tool. So once you click on the text tool, you can be able to add text, drag it to wheresoever you want to drop it, rotate it, increase it, and decrease it. So you can adjust it, keep it in wheresoever we want. Just by dragging the center, you can drag it around your image. You can, once you click on this circle at the other side, you can be able to increase the size, and then once you click on this one, you can be able to reduce it, to align it, to bring it down. So something like that. So let's go over to the next one. Current date. This is just to add in dates of this thing. So today's date. Stickers. These are list of stickers that Pixelab have that you can be able to use to create stunning and beautiful images. So these are some of the stickers that are here on Pixelab, and some other effects that you can use in Pixelab to create whatever you want to create. You can also drag and drop them just like the other one. You can drag them, you can increase the size, you can reduce the size, you can adjust them whichever way you want. So we'll go over to the next one, which is the stickers. Okay, I think we've talked about this. The shapes. So there are different shapes in Pixelab: the triangle shape, the box, yeah, and so many others. There's also many of them that you can pick from here, and there are different adjustments you can use in any of these shapes. For instance, when you have a triangle like this, you can be able to reduce it, the roundness, down till it becomes a circle. So with this tool alone, you can create any kind of shape in this manner that you want to create. You can also adjust them in different ways and drag and drop them to wheresoever you wish to drag and drop them. I'm still going to be explaining more on this when we get to the tool panel. I just only want to explain the home page. There's so many things you can do, like color and so many other things, which I'll be explaining when we get to that place. So for now, we'll just leave this here. So we'll go over to our shape, to our from gallery. So from gallery is to be able to import images into Pixelab from your gallery. So once I click on from my gallery, it will take me to my gallery, and I can just go here and go to my AI gallery, so that it will be more easily accessible, and I can pick whichever image I want to use. I can pick any background, anything that I want to use, and I click OK. So now this image is now here in my distance, in my gallery. I can use it to do whatever I wish to do. And that will be all for the plus. Okay, to draw, yeah. With this drawing, so I'm going to explain more on it when we get to its part of the tool. So once you click on it, a color panel is going to appear here. This is the pen tool, call it the pen tool. So once you click on it, you can increase the pen size to whichever font you wish is the highest. You can use it to do so many things, a lot of things, depending on what you want. You can design, you can smoothen it once you smoothen the edge like this, and then blur it and use it as a blur tool to blur in images and the rest of them. So let me just say, for instance, this one, I could just easily pick on this color here and blur it to match with the. You see how this place looks like? It's completely synced the image into the scene. So you can use it to do so many other things, but for now we'll leave it at here. We'll explain further on it. So we have that will be all for it. So we have this icon over here, which is like a SIM card. Of course, is storage to save it. You can either save it as a project, which will come to, if you look down here, you're going to see my project. So once you save it as a project, it will automatically save in Pixelab as part of your project. So you can come in any day, anytime you wish to come, and then access any of your projects, your previous designs that you have designed, and make adjustment to it. So why the other one is to save as image. So once you click on it, you can be able to save it into your gallery as an image that you can be using. So I don't think there is anything you want to do here, except if you are exporting a transparent background, it's advisable you change it to PNG before exporting, so that background can still remain when you export it. So there's no need of altering anything here. Just press save to gallery and it's automatically going to save to your gallery. You can share to other social media platforms depending on you. Sorry. So that's the same thing here, to share it to other social media platforms. And then we have Pixelab comes with different codes that you can use to do different things you wish to do. Different codes. I normally use this just maybe if I'm trying to test a text to see how it looks on a design. I'll just click on all this and bring it in, then later I delete it. Oh, it's a very nice thing you can use to, you can see different motivations and all that. So we have over here, these are just basically shortcuts. This panel here contains so many shortcuts in Pixelab. There are still many other ways that we can do these things, but for now these are just the shortcuts in Pixelab. They made it, that's why they kept them in this place, so that once you are going navigating throughout the whole this, you can easily just meet each of them and use them depending on what you want. So over here is use image from gallery. You can just import full screen to see what you are doing in full screen, and then to go back, use image from camera to bring in, to snap in a picture and just use it to design something, export images, image size, and so many other things. So I'm still going to be explaining all these things in broad details when we come to their panels, so that you can understand them very well. So we have the edit tool. Now when you have highlighted the text, you go to this place. The edit tool is also a shortcut, because when we go to the tools, the text tool, we are going to see different tools there that we can use to edit it, but this is just a shortcut. So once you click on it, it's going to bring out copy, to increase the size, to change color, to bring to front. This is bring to front, sorry, this is bring to back. What I mean is bring to front and bring to back is that, for instance, now this text is in a front. Okay, I will explain layers later. So this text is in in the upper layer of this other one. So once I bring this to back, it automatically sends this to the back of this one. So let me just change it. You're going to understand it when we start designing something. Let me change the color so that I can see what I'm saying. So this is it. So I'll take it to back, and you can see that this font is now covering it. So now if I take it to front, you see, so that's what it does. There's still so many other things that you can do. The color that we just did, the size, to paste it, to copy and paste it, to adjust it, alignment, use this for alignment, or so many others. We'll still come to their place in Pixelab to explain them more broader detail. Then to delete, just click here to delete what you don't need. These are just shortcuts that you can just use to easily navigate through our Pixelab. So over here is the undo button to undo anything that you have done that you don't really like. So you can just undo all of them right till the very basic start. You can do that. Then we have the zoom tool, so you can zoom in. Once you click on it, let me show that again. Once you click on this zoom tool, you can now use your two hands to stretch it and then drag it to whichever place that you want to go to. Now mind you, once you have this thing still on zoom, you cannot be able to adjust or edit anything on your system. So once you have zoomed it in, just click the this thing to stop, click the zoom. So now I can now adjust this thing depending on how I want it. So now to go back to where previous zoom, just click on the zoom button icon again, and then just click on this 500%, and it automatically take you back to the first start of your zoom. So now we have the grid lines. It's a very good tool for you to be able to know the placement of your images. It's important to know how you place your images in Pixelab or in any design that you are designing. For instance, if you look at this design that was designed here in Pixelab, you find out that this design is in the center of the image. It's in this center box, and then the whole this thing is in alignment. So you know that this thing is in the center. So that's what some of these things like this help you to do. You can be able to know how your design is placed, whether it's placed properly or not. So that's what the grid line is for. You can be able to increase the grid line once you click on this place, like I just did now. Once you click on this box here, you can add as many as you wish into it, and then you can move them to where you want, so that you can have a better line. Maybe for instance you want to keep something in the same line, you can just use this, add another one, and then drag it to that place so that you'll be sure that they're in the same line. It's a very helpful tool. I use it to create so many things. So we have the layers. Layers is one of the basic elements in design, where it contains all the things you have added into your image at the course of time. So every single image that is not your main background is a layer. The only thing that's not a layer is your main background, and this is our main background. This thing over here is the main background, so it's not a layer. But this is a layer. You can move it. You can, once you bring this layer down, bring to front and bring to back. Is this what it's all about? So you can bring different layers on top of them. Any element, any shape, anything, image that you add into Pixelab on top of the main background is a layer. So you can adjust them. There are also different ways you can, the shortcuts to adjusting them. Some of those things that we've seen before, they're all here. So we now go down over to this place. So we still have it is the home page, and then this is where our projects, my project is, like I showed you earlier. You can just click on previous design that you have saved and then start re-editing it to how you want. So we also have the different, these things over here are some images that Pixelab did on their own. I'm just showing what you can be able to create with Pixelab. So this was done with Pixelab, Pixelab, and Pixelab, and Pixelab. All these things, you can create amazing things like this using Pixelab. So many things that you can be able to create using Pixelab. Okay, so I think this will be all for the homepage. We still have the text tool, we have the shapes and other things too that you can use to create different things, different amazing things, and all layers. Now this is the background tool. This is your main background, how you affect your main view. You can decrease the size or increase the size whichever way you want. Just here you can make it transparent, you can add colors into your background, whatever you want to do. So you can crop it. For instance, you have added in an image. These are some of those backgrounds that they showed us earlier. You can use them to design whatever you want to design. You can add in your own backgrounds from your gallery. Just go over to gallery and then you can click on any design you want to use, any background, and just add it in. Okay, increase the size. These are different sizes you can use to put it in. So, and once you import it like this, it comes in with this size of the background because it's your main background. So if you just want to add in an image that you want to, maybe a person picture or something you want to move around, I don't use the main background, because the main background you cannot move it from one place to another. It's the main background of your design, and it automatically takes your design automatically takes the shape of your main background. So you can make it a circle and whatever. You can do so many other things. So you can flip it depending on what you want. So click OK and we import it in Pixelab. So now it's now imported into Pixelab. That's our main background. You can also take images as your main background. I'm not going to do that. So take images, image, and so many other things as your main background. So that will be all. So this main background now. So we have the effects panel. Let me just go to the effects panel. The effect panel contains different effects that you can use on your background. For instance, we have noise. Sometimes it's great to add noise to create very amazing greenish background. So this noise, this vintage. So adding vintage into your background. So you see, you can also change the colors of the vintage to different things depending on what you want. We have stripes. You can adjust it depending on what you want to design with it. Brightness, to increase the brightness, decrease the brightness. Contrast, with contrast and all that. We have saturation, we have hue to change the colors. For instance, let me remove the grain, and then so this is the same image we brought in, but we have changed the color just here in Pixelab to something else. So when you look at all these tools, you see that you can be able to create amazing things with it. Just by combining them one after the other, you can be able to design very cool things. So in the next video, we're going to be talking about how to use our background tool. We'll be starting with creating backgrounds, designing different backgrounds, and then from there we'll progress to so many other tools that we'll be using. So goodbye and see you in the next video.